Welcome to Ask Bo! We are now here. We're traveling to Talim Island and we'd love to serve you. So, my dear Maru, can you read the questions?
Okay, from Neil Reyes. Why do you have so many true-to-life stories that are so good? I'm just curious because I want to become a teacher or even a preacher of the gospel.
All right. Neil. By the way, I know Neil. He attends PICC fees. He's a young guy, probably 20. I'm not sure, Neil. Or younger. Anyway, Neil, why do I have so good true-to-life stories?
So many true-to-life stories that are so good.
Yep. You know, Neil, and I pray you become a preacher, a teacher. I really believe that. And stories are powerful. The best preachers are storytellers. Great, fantastic storytellers. And I pray that you make that a part of your communication. And true stories are powerful. You see, the reason why true stories, of course, are powerful, they're more sincere, people can identify with you. And I'll tell you why I have great stories to tell, true stories, because I live my life to the full. By the way, I'm also older than you. Neil, you're 20, I'm 50. So I've got all these stories, and all my life I've tried to live to the full. I've gotten out of my comfort zone, and you know, when you live in your courage zone, you're gonna have lots and lots and lots of good stories to tell. So live in your courage zone. The other thing I'm gonna share with you is not some of the stories I share are what you call parables, illustrations. So I say, once upon a time there was this man and he lived. You know, it's like a. And Jesus used parables, so you also need that for your preaching or for your teaching. And it's clearly not a true story, quote unquote, but it gives a very true message. God bless you, Neil. Next question.
Okay, from Christopher Tuyem.
Look at that. Nice, huh?
Instead of asking what is a good business to
Hi,
get
Gina.
into...
How are you, Gina? Hi, Gina. Wave.
Okay, again. Instead of asking what is a good business to get into, what should the right question be for those wanting to venture into entrepreneurship?
All right. Entrepreneurship, that Christopher, you're absolutely right. So many people come up to me and they ask that question. Brother Bo, anong magandang negosyong pasukan? It's a common question. OFWs ask me that question. People in the street, people who attend my seminars. Brother Bo, anong magandang negosyo ngayon? My dear friends, there is no such thing as anong magandang negosyo ngayon for everybody. None. Absolutely none. It's almost like, you know, remember there was this pandesal craze, or you know, you're younger than me, so when I was young, you know, there was a pandesal craze. And then after that, it became the chicken lechon manok craze. You know, everywhere you go, there's a lechon manok there, there's a lechon manok here. And then after that, there was the zagu and the pearl shakes and all that. Everywhere, like after 5 meters, oh, there's one more, and after 5 meters, there's another one. And all of those things die down, and then the main players remain. So please do not go into the fad business, like anong magandang negosyo ngayon. No. The right question, and Christopher was right. What's the better question to ask? It's this: anong magandang negosyo para sa akin? It's got to be an individual thing. So you've got to know. You've got to ask yourself these two questions. Number one, what's your saan ka magaling? What's your potential? What's the gift that God has given to you? And I got into all sorts of crazy businesses, from food stalls. I got into selling different things. Gosh, I even went into selling squid balls. I went into selling engine oil. And you know, was very serious in that. And all
Hot dog.
hot dog, and I wasn't even eating
Ice
it.
cream.
But yeah, I had an ice cream stand. Well, everything failed, and the reason why they failed was because it was not. Hindi ako magaling doon, and I realized saan ako magaling in communication. When I communicate, when I write, and so that's all my businesses have been very successful if it is focused on that. And the other thing you want to look at is your passion. So sometimes san ka magaling does not coincide with your passion. I've there are people so I pray that it is also something that you love to do. So when you intersect your potential and your passion and connect it with peso, meaning to say you can monetize it, then that's your business. My other suggestion is this: you look at solving a problem. A business is basically a solution to a problem. So look for a problem, solve that problem, and if you can monetize it, make it into a product or a service, then that becomes your business. My final advice is to keep on trying. You won't hit your right business right away. So you might have to go through some modifications, and you have to try this and try that, and so do not be afraid to fail. That's why I always tell people, if you're gonna start a business, let it be small and no big capital, more sweat equity and a little bit of money, probably, something that you're willing to lose, and then just keep on doing it. All right, thank you so much. I will see you again for another episode of Ask Bo. God bless you.
Bye.
See you tomorrow.